I'm Lee.
And I'm Nick.
And we are the Lodge Guys.
Having recently upgraded our camper van to a motorhome, we're heading into Europe for the summer.
Join us on this latest series where we hit the road in search of breathtaking views, quirky stops and hidden gems. Welcome to a new day in Elvis, our Elvis 155 AutoQuest motorhome. We are currently
sound like a brochure.
We are currently in Rothenburg in Germany. It's going to be another beautiful day. You can see the sun is out.
So if anybody doesn't know what Rothenburg is, it's where the child catcher lives from.
It was where they filmed some bang bang scenes. It's on
Bulgaria.
It's on the Romantic Road, which is a road in Germany that takes in lots of beautiful towns that look picturesque and fairy tale.
But this is called the fictional town of Bulgaria is actually Rothenburg.
Yes. We were going to go down all the Romantic Road towns, but we've looked them up and they all look almost exactly the same as this one. So we're like, well, we've done one, so that's probably enough.
We aren't going to stop on his way down to where we're going.
Yeah, we're going to go down
scenic places
on the Romantic Road, but we're going to head to Augsburg. Is it today? Augsburg, something like that, which is a couple of hours away, and we're going to set up a campsite there for a couple of nights, go into the city, which is supposed to be beautiful. It does look very nice, and it's kind of on the way to Austria, which is going to be our next country.
We've booked 3 nights at a campsite. Well, yes, we've requested 3 nights.
We requested 3 nights at a lovely campsite with a
swimming
pool, laundry facilities, lovely grounds, all sorts of stuff like that. So we like to plonk ourselves. Every European trip we do, we like to plonk ourselves for a few days at a certain campsite, and this one looks really nice. Then we'll go and explore Salzburg.
Yep.
For the Sound of Music places, which we watched last night.
Some of them, but the main one, the Hills Are Alive one, is in Werferen, which is about an hour south of Salzburg.
Yeah, so we've got, hopefully, fingers crossed, a beautiful few days coming up. As I said, out there, ignore the splattered flies on the skylight, it's going to be 30 to 31 to 32 for the next few days. Nick's just made us a cup of tea, so we're going to have that and then get ready. Just emptying our grey water, and then we are on our way.
To where?
Lots of nice, pretty towns.
You can't pronounce it, can you? Because I've forgotten as well.
Augsburg or something.
Yeah.
So this car park was full last night to the brim, and this morning hardly anybody here. Right, we are on our way, and this is the view at the moment. Very green, very blue skies, very sunny. What's the temperature, Nick?
30.
30.
I've set the sat nav to ignore motorway, so it takes us down the 25, which is the Romantic Road.
Yeah, so we get very scenic views, and
you can see a nice looking Hansel and Gretel style church.
Yeah, coming up there, just there. So we're going to see lots of scenic things on this drive. We're not stopping at all. Well, we might stop.
We'll be calling it little towns and villages if they look like quaint. Maybe stop for coffee and things like that.
If they all look like the one yesterday, though, we've done that. But this looks like the first little village on the Romantic. Well, the first one that we're coming to after Rothenburg. So
very quaint.
Let's have a look at it as we drive through.
I mean, this is, although this is on the Romantic Road, I don't think it's like a
LOHR. Yeah, this seems just like a really tiny pass-through village.
Yeah, there's no touristy things here.
No.
The first major stop that we are stopping at is Dinkelsbühl. That's how you pronounce it. Which is very similar to Rothenburg, but less touristy.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our first stop, unless we stop somewhere else on the way. But
very pretty. Right, we're going through this little town. We've had to come back away because there were some roadworks.
Ooh, we're going to get through there.
At least it's good that there's another motorhome in front of us. He can do all the going through places first.
I half expect Rumpelstiltskin to jump out.
This is where we've got to park to explore the town. Got it on park for nights. I think it should be €1 per hour, and you can stay here overnight as well if you are staying here overnight for €8. And they have, can't see them at the moment, but they do have, there we go, electricity as well. So
they're on here as well.
Yeah. So it gets really good reviews actually on park for nights. But we're just here for an hour or so where we explore the town, get a bit of brunch. So the town is called Dinkelsbühl, and this is the way in.
So it's very similar to Rothenburg, very similar. Well, we're only about 30 minutes, so it's going to have natural styles, and it's run by the same council. But this is almost the same, but very much less touristy.
Less touristy,
you can see
yeah.
that already.
As with the last town on the romantic road, this town also has a city wall, or a town wall, which you can go up and walk around. Look at the buildings, they're just so beautiful out there, all different colours.
It's just
fairy tale, isn't it?
It's a movie location. Yeah. It's like Heidi and Rumpelstiltskin and Fairy Tale and Brothers Grimm and all that kind of stuff.
Have a fountain and something smells nice around here. The floral, yeah. Is it those?
No.
But as you can see, it's a Sunday morning, about 11:30 or something, and so far it's absolutely dead. Right, we're getting close to what we think is the centre of town, and it's become a lot more lively. Cafes and church, lots of people out Sunday morning. I just love it. It's as if we're in a little Swiss town.
So strange.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The roofs in some places are taller than the actual body of the house.
Yeah. With all the flowers and on the window boxes. Nick's getting very excited. We're coming to a cafe and there's lots to choose from.
We're going to go with a pudding grill
and
a ham sandwich. And do you want a coffee as well?
Yeah.
I don't think she quite understood the concept of iced coffee.
How do you mean?
Well,
oh, coffee with ice cream in. Oh, that looks alright though. So we've gone for a ham sandwich to share, a pastry to share, and an iced coffee. Wow, that was good.
Mouthful. Look at the size of them. Yeah. Glad we shared them.
The sandwich was very good. We're going to try this. What is it? Just custard?
Pulling something. I learnt it and I've forgotten it. Pudding grill. That was it.
Right,
cinnamon?
No.
It looks like apple crumble and custard without the apple.
Just pastry. Let me try this. Custard in it.
I took my ice cream off my coffee because the fat was separating, and I put it on my dessert.
It's quite nice. It's very sweet. Not cinnamon at all.
Looks like donut.
It's nice actually. The custard bit of it is very nice.
Let me get a bit of the custard as well. Ooh, flies everywhere. That's nice. It's not amazing, but it's nice.
Right, that was a very nice coffee actually, and breakfast. So it's made me feel a lot more awake, that's for sure. We're gonna, I think we're gonna go into the church here, but I've got a few facts about Dinkelsbühl. So it's a medieval gem, one of Germany's best preserved medieval towns, untouched by World War II. So it's a walled town, as I said earlier, still encircled by original walls with 16 towers and 4 gates. It's got a historic children's festival called the Kindersheds Festival, so it's quite popular for that. It's on the Romantic Road stop, it's one of the Romantic Road stops.
And the reason why they have that festival is because apparently when they had the 30-year war, it was kids that actually stopped the war. I don't know the reasons, but that's
legendary wartime rescue or something, yeah. And St George's Minster, grand 15th century Gothic church, which is a local landmark, and I presume it's this one here. And we're going to see if we can get in it.
Well, we think it's Sunday service just finishing, so
there's people coming out, so
so
we'll have a look.
Right, we're just going in. It's nice and cool. You can always guarantee when, no matter where you are, you go into a church or a cathedral, you'd always guaranteed for it to be nice and cool inside.
It's a lot bigger inside than it looks out.
It's massive. Always reminded me of Beverley Minster.
Those are the doors I've just tried to get in. I thought it was closed from the outside. I was trying to get in.
It looks like a big safe. Oh, it's smoky. I think they've just had their Sunday service, so they've been sort of wafting the incense and stuff.
Oh, this is a beautiful church.
No stained glass though, apart from at the very end. Yeah. So I wonder why.
There's a lot of artwork in here, like those things, and then huge paintings. No, I like it in here. Some sort of churches and things you come in and they're just sort of a bit samey, but I like all the artwork in here.
Look at the size of the window.
I know. Oh, look at the organ up there. More artwork there.
I wonder where the organ grinder is.
I don't know, but there's the monkey. Just come out of the church and seen lots of people looking up there. Look at that nest.
Is it a vulture nest or?
I don't know what it is, but it's making. Oh.
I don't know what the frig it is, but
don't know what it is.
Noise. It's definitely not an eagle.
No. Wow.
Let's see if Jim and I can identify what it is.
That is one huge nest. It must be like feeding its babies and things. Nick's asking AI what kind of a nest it is. Oh wow, you can really see it now.
It says that this is a stork's nest, given your current location of Dinkelsbühl.
It does look like a stork, actually.
It's highly likely to be a white stork. Chinolia, white storks are known for building large nests on rooftops, chimneys and church towers in Europe, especially in Germany.
Look at it now, it does look like a stork.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Let me zoom back in again. It was just walking around. Yeah, it's a massive nest.
Look at all the crap on the ceiling, on the roof.
Yeah.
So as I said, a lot of these roofs are actually probably twice the height as the actual building below. Not these particular ones, but what's interesting is it's got like a fence on the roof where it concaves down at the last bit. And I'm just thinking if that's for like when it snows here, which you can imagine is absolutely magical, just to not stop the snow from coming down and like hitting people below. So we think, I mean, every roof's got these fences on them. One there, the church ahead of us. So what we're thinking now is we're going to head back to the van and carry on moving on down the romantic road.
And as we said before, we were going to stay a lot longer on the romantic road. We thought we might have a few days here. But, I mean, they're beautiful little towns, but once you've seen a couple, they're all kind of the same. So
unless we've seen any nice castles on the way.
Yeah. I think, as we said in a previous video, at the end of the romantic road is Neuschwanstein Castle. Now, we're not going to go there because we went there last year. So you can go check that out.
And it's in the wrong direction for Austria.
Yeah. This portion of the video is sponsored by Level 8.
You can always tell when we've got a trip planned because we always end up with new suitcases. And Lee hasn't even used his that he got from Level 8 in May this year. So
I do love that colour.
Jealous.
Beautiful mint.
I was a bit jealous that I hadn't got a new one. So I'm going to give my old ones to his parents and I've got some new ones which I'm going to show you here, which have just turned up. So the first one is my hand luggage, and you're thinking, oh, that looks very similar to the other one that we got, but it's not, it's different.
It might actually be my hand luggage.
No, it won't. It's the Adventurer set. So both this and the large one, which I will show you as well, to get them out of the box. Super wide, this one, and this one expands as well, whereas my last one didn't. And they're both exactly the same. They've got the tall handle, brilliant wheels.
Beautiful swivel.
So it does expand, and the best thing about it, again, standard with Level 8, they have TSA locks, so you don't get your locks broken off. And it's one of those cases, like you used to get in the old days, where it was just the lid that came up, and then you can fill it really deep, so you're not splitting it in half.
I could get in there, it's that big.
You could put somebody in there. You've got pockets there, and then obviously they can stitch together. You've got a big pocket here, and then you've got your elastic to stop the lid from flopping backwards. And then, as I said, it will actually expand. So this is a 28-inch case, but I think it'll go to about 30 to 32, to be honest. It might look maybe small, but it's not. It's actually huge. The camera just doesn't show the size of it.
But you can get different sizes in level 8 cases as well to suit your need.
20. That's the carry-on, 20. This is the 28 hand, check-in. But like I said, this expands and goes about that wide. But I just love the wheels on it. And this wide handle, which at first I was a bit dubious about when I got my other.
It makes it the easiest case ever to
and it's great.
push
you
around.
Push it through the airport and off it goes.
Hi.
So if you've watched our vlogs in the past when we've done travel series, the number of times that we've been and bought new suitcases, almost at a point I think we were buying a new suitcase every trip, and they always failed on the wheels, and they always come with these guarantees, but ever since we've had the level 8s, we've not had a single issue. My old case, apart from having a few marks on from like lug baggage belts and things like that, has been rock solid. So we're in the mindset of don't buy, what's the saying?
Buy nice or buy twice.
So if you guys want to take advantage of an offer that we've got for you, scan the QR code that's on the screen now or visit the link in the description below and get a 10% discount. And now, back to the video. So anywhere in Germany, they seem to have more like airs, or they call them camping plazas or plazas, which are like car parks with facilities, minimum facilities on, and it seems to be more common than it does campsites. But if you look on Park for Nights, you'll see a lot of them. They're run by the councils, like the municipals.
They're called like P1s and P2s.
P1s, P2s, yeah. You can always tell like it's a council one. And the one that we've just been to up in Rothenburg is exactly the same company that manages them on behalf of the council.
Pay for an overnight stay or like €1 for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Like we just paid €2 for 2 hours here.
It's €8 overnight here.
And
so
they
it's
all get pretty much really good reviews. From what I've seen.
The only problem, and when we went to Munich last year, it was the same sort of thing. We stayed in a very similar place. We got electricity free. These tend to charge everything extra, and it's very hard. It's very hard to get laundry facilities in Germany because there's not that many campsites. But if you're self-sufficient, you're absolutely fine to stay in these. But unfortunately, we have to do laundry in the next week. Otherwise, we're going to be turning his pants inside out.
Just got back to the van. 37.2 degrees in here. I've only been in for 2 minutes and I'm already sweating to death. So get that aircon on his way, and we have just left the romantic road, and it does look like there's a very nice romantic little town over there. Another one with a church, and it's got a Ferris wheel as well, which is going round. But we have just left the romantic road, as I said. So we have 2 hours 55 minutes to get to Austria, Strasbourg. So we've programmed it in. It might not be our end destination if we see somewhere along the way that we want to stop.
I think I can drive for another 2.5 hours, no problem.
Yeah, and I can get caught up on some work and stuff. So it may end up in Salzburg in Austria. Did I say Salzburg before? Or did I say Strasbourg?
Probably.
I keep getting the two confused, but we're going to Salzburg. There's a big arena there in München,
Which is Munich.
It looks like a squashed Epcot ball.
Very strange.
Passing straight past that.
So we are north of Munich now, heading towards the northeast side, heading south around the outer ring road of Munich.
And as we are heading towards Austria, I've just gone online and bought the Vignette. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, what?
I think so.
So don't forget that if you're going to Austria. So it was €12.90 I think for a 10-day one, and there are other toll ones that you can buy in advance, but we're not sure if we're going to be going on those certain roads, so we'll just do it as and when. So €12.90 for a digital one. It emails you and it's authorised and ready for use straight away. So we've got the receipts and everything that's been emailed through to us.
So I think that is like road tax in effect, like temporary road tax.
And we're 1 hour 26 minutes away from our destination, and we haven't got anywhere booked yet for tonight.
Well,
because we weren't sure if we were going to get there or stop somewhere along the way. So we'll just see as and when we get a little bit closer, and I'll have a look on Park for Nights and stuff.
Well, we're going to go to the campsite that we're staying in tomorrow night, and I'm going to ask them if they can shift the reservation forward.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we could try that one. Just going to have a pull over here as we've been driving for a while. Snacks and loo breaks.
Snacks and what?
Loo breaks.
We just want to stretch my legs.
So it's literally just a stretching leg stop. Nick went in there to go to the toilet, but it was a €2 charge, so he came back out here just for a pee. in the van instead. And he said he was going to get some sweets, which we were excited about, but he came back out with nothing because he said there was a right queue to pay for things. So there we go, just a leg stretching stop, that's all. Quick snack break as well.
Stick of meat.
Go on then. Back on the road, and all of a sudden it looks like we're in Switzerland.
So hiding. It makes me giddy.
And just up on those, yes, on the top. The hills are alive with the sound of somebody having a wee.
Somebody having a wee?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Bit of information if you go into Austria or other places in Europe. Some places, well, a lot of places have low emission zones. So check with AI and Google about your particular vehicle. Elvis is classed as an M1, which is a motorhome, and it says here if it's an M1 you're fine, no sticker needed in Austria. But if it's an N1, which is vans, commercial, and possibly like Taylor, because ours was a van, then you would need a low emission sticker.
Unless you're getting changed by the DVLA.
Yeah, but if you're in like a premium motorhome, which classes M1s, it's usually alright, you don't need a sticker for low emissions. So just check on your logbook what your class of vehicle is. Ours is an M1, just checked on the logbook. So that's your best bet to check that, and then just check if that M1 class needs a low emissions sticker in wherever you're going, such as Austria, and we don't need them.
Different countries will have different rules, so it's always worth double checking. And it's always, I think also as well, in some European countries it's a requirement by law to carry your logbook with you as well as your insurance details.
Yeah. So I think this is
Republic of Austria.
The border.
So what's goodbye in German?
I don't know.
Bye.
It's the well, yeah, I don't know. We are looking it up. So goodbye Germany and hello Austria. Oh, do we know what? We had this last time, didn't we?
It's still German.
Still German, yeah.
Yeah, it's the national language.
So the first sign that we see in Austria is a big McDonald's, the golden arches.
In 600 meters.
Right, we're in Austria, and it's very humid. You can feel the air. So this is our park up, our space. So all this little bit here is our area, and this is what we get to look out onto. We will show you around, nice like that, the site once we've got ourselves settled, because we've not looked around ourselves yet. But there is a swimming pool here. Just having a look around, there is a pool there. It's got people in it, so I won't show you, but there is a pool there. You can rent bikes if you don't have one and you wanted to bike into Salzburg. That is the reception, which looks absolutely beautiful and very German and Austrian. What have you found?
Oh, it's not here, it's just somewhere else local. So these are the prices.
Oh look, you get wireless Wi-Fi if you need it for €3 for the whole stay. A little shop with some essentials. A little play area. Washing up stations, and the all-important laundry. €5. Well, we've got to do it.
Well, it's going to take at least twice.
Yeah.
It's the tiny drums, so it's going to cost us at least
10,
€15.
15. Well, we've got to do it, I'm afraid.
I've been sat outside drinking a beer. Sent him a message on WhatsApp, get my tea ready. It's ready. Are you coming to sit outside now? Or are you going to be a nana hermit and sit inside?
It's ready.
It's not. Honest to God.
Mozzie bites are starting.
We're not near any water now. It's not hot outside. It's just nice to sit with my top out, my tits out. It's beautiful.
I've got to eat now.
You've done me proud. You've learnt where the fridge is. Now this is why we have a van. So when we get to places like this, we can just set up outside. It's beautiful sunshine and blue sky, but we're in the shade. It's not too hot. We're just drinking beer, chatting to people back home. Lee's on the wine.
I'm just waiting for me yogurt and fruit.
Well then get in and friggin' make it, because I do every day. And you clean them plates while you're at it, and always a special treat.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are just sat outside. We've got the latch open to get some fresh air under the bed, because it was quite warm under there because of the heat from the sun. And
9:30. Sorry,
no,
8:30.
it's not. I want to say it's not 9:30.
I have an early night tonight. I've got a new program to watch.
What?
And a couple of YouTubers to watch.
So we watched yesterday Sound of Music, and I've got to say I quite liked it. I've probably seen it years ago, like it'd been on at Christmas or something like that, but I never really watched it.
And shut up, there's people here. Oi. Quiet. Anyway, I really quite liked it, and I've already looked up the location, so we're going to go to a little town called Werfen. If we can find somewhere to park, it's really hard to park, and they have a Sound of Music trail. So the scene where she's dancing on the hill when it first opens, and right at the end is actually filmed on the Sound of Music trail on this hill. And then Salzburg, where we're going in a few days' time, of all the other locations where they filmed it. So I'm quite looking forward to that now I've seen it. I might have to watch little bits of it again and kind of download some clips online. So that's why we've come to Austria. That and the scenery as well. I'm hoping it's going to like live up to the expectations of Switzerland. So did you hear that beep? We have a problem, which I will explain. Turn the intensity down. So we have a problem with the aircon. Because the aircon is linked to the inverter, it's not so much of an issue. It all depends on the campsite's power. And in Europe, you get about 220 volts rather than 240 like you do in the UK. And every time the compressor starts on the... It's so bright. Every time the compressor starts on that, the inverter panics because it sees a surge and cuts off the main supply, switches it to battery, and then once it's settled down, it then switches back to main supply again. It's not so much of an issue, but when we've got this on 20 degrees on a night, and then it gets to a certain temperature, and then it cuts off and then starts back again, every like 20 minutes all night long, the power cuts off, beeps, and then reconnects again, and you can't shut the beep off. So we need something called, what's it called? Soft save or something like that. It's a device that buffers the power so it doesn't suck too much from the mains. At home it's not really an issue because you get 240 volts, but here it's 220 and it's creating a problem. But anyway, small problems.
I'm off to bed.
You're already in bed. I'm off to bed as well. Once I've had sat up for a while and just tried to get my stomach to empty. So we'll see you guys in the morning where we plan to do our laundry and explore this site and just have a nice day of chilling and doing absolutely nothing.
I was going pool.
Oh!
The next day, and we are going to have a chill day today. We've just booked a tour for tomorrow to go on the Sound of Music tour. They're going to pick us up here and take us around all the Sound of Music locations, so that should be nice and fun tomorrow. But for today, just do a little bit catch up on the laptop, and we're going to go and sit around the pool and just enjoy some downtime. Time to do some laundry as well. Having a lovely time outside of the pool reading my Deep Space Nine novel. Then Nick said we need to go because to a shop. We haven't got any deodorant left, which is essential in this heat, and it's only going to get
no chocolate, no
sweets,
deodorant.
well, all essentials. So I said, well, let's go to the shop, meaning the one on site, but they've only got a few sort of essential things. They could do with some more in. So there's a Lidl, is it, or an Aldi? Lidl, half a mile walk. So we're just going to go there.
Half a kilometre.
Well, even better.
It's next to a McDonald's as well.
Ooh. So we just going to go and have a little walk, get some essentials. Oh, a lizard, massive one.
Seen him.
And probably get some food for tonight as well. Something really easy. I don't know what, but we'll have a look.
Not tomato salad, because if I have one more tomato, I'll turn red.
Yum yum. This is all our friends Lisa and Aid's fault. They came to Germany the other day and they went straight to McDonald's and were like, what did you come to Germany from? Go straight to McDonald's, but then ever since we've not been able to stop thinking about a McDonald's burger, so we've got some. You get a lot of different choices here in McDonald's. So we've got shaker fries. So
we have curry burgers as well.
Curry burgers, all sorts of stuff. So we put salt and pepper in there.
Salt and pepper and sour cream.
Yeah, and then we just check them. Give us tasty fries. Well, I just needed that McDonald's. It was very nice, and I was saying to Nick, the McDonald's here and in France and in Spain, they're so much better than back at home. You get so much more choice. Curry burgers,
Pork burger.
cheese balls, pork burgers, salt and pepper shake fries, absolutely all sorts of stuff here. The menu goes on for ages. UK McDonald's need to up their game. And our next stop for a few essentials.
Good morning, guys. It's the next morning. We're both feeling like zombies because it's like 7:30 in the morning. We have booked ourselves on a Sound of Music filming locations tour, so we don't have to go around looking for things. We get to do it in 4 hours on a air-conditioned coach. So yesterday, after we went to McDonald's and Lidl, we came back and we did absolutely nothing. I tell a lie, we did nothing work-wise. I did the laundry. The machine broke after I got the second lot wet, so we couldn't dry anything. And I lost my money, so I had to go and get that back. So we had to dry. We had to put a washing line up outside and get everything drying outside. So literally, that's everything done. So we've got a full reset now. Lee did sat around the pool. We did a bit of editing. He did a little bit of editing. Just chilled, really, just to kind of catch up because we've been on the go since we left home about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So Lee's just in the bathroom, and then we're just going to get ready and go up and meet the coach at the top of the street. Now, when we booked it yesterday, they said, "Oh, we've got no availability." And then we said, "Oh, right, can we go on the 2 o'clock one?" So she rang him back, and then he said, "Oh, we'll just pick you up at 8:30. So I'm not convinced that we're actually going to go on this. I think they either just said it or, I don't know, I've just got a bad feeling. We'll see. And if not, then we'll have to go on the 2 o'clock one because we leave here tomorrow. I think Lee wants to stay another day, but we've done a chill day now. You know when you're so tired and it's like it's a strain to take a breath because you're just exhausted? Feel like that.
So yes, welcome to a new day. So today we're going on the Sound of Music tour. We booked it through the site. It was how much? 57?
60 euros.
60 euros each. We could have done it through Viator, and they've done it through the same place, but we thought we'd just do it here. They're going to pick us up at 8:30. They're going to take us to 4 stops from the film. I think the only one I remember is the convent. So it's a 4-hour tour. And as I said in a previous vlog, we watched the film the other night. First time Nick's properly watched it, it's the first time I've seen it in decades.
I was listening to the music yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, Nick actually really enjoyed it. So it's a 3-hour film. If you've never seen it, it's actually really, really good. And Nick was saying they don't make films like this anymore, do they? So it's a really sort of classic, iconic film. And when you come to Salzburg, it's kind of what you do. You're going to have a look at these Sound of Music locations. So that's what we're doing today. Just waiting for the coach. Thought we'd get a little bit of breakfast from reception.
Very nice. Butter croissant.
Yeah.
You can pre-order your bread in most of the campsites in Europe as well.
Right on time. Here's our little bus.
We've had a bit of a drama, but we'll explain when we get on the...
yeah, the drama is that poor couple there has just scraped their van all against that wall. They really needed 360 cameras like we've got.
This is the Sound of Music tour. Is everyone here on the right bus? I hope so. My name is Peter. I'm your tour guide. And it's not because the Austrians didn't like this movie. They never really had a chance to see it. It was only released in the German language 22 years ago. In 1965, when the movie was released here, it lasted 3.5 weeks in their theaters.
That's the bit that was in the film where they dance across it,
now, do you remember this scene
Do
from the
Re
movie?
Mi.
The building right over there? That building over there was built at the turn of the century. It was an old folks' home then. It is an old folks' home now.
Right, we're on our first stop. We're not really sure what or where it is yet, but it's starting to look familiar with the mountain.
Beautiful lake here, which we are heading towards.
I wonder if this was the scene where they fell out the boat. Look, it just looks Sound of Music, doesn't it?
You know, you're looking at a man-made lake right here. The really nice thing about this lake, it's going to freeze in the winter. When this lake freezes, you'll see hundreds of people out here ice skating. You know, a lot of you might be thinking, that must be the back of the Von Trapp house. This looks like the lake where they fell over in the boat. If you think that way, you're only half right. You never saw this building in the Sound of Music. What you saw here, the backyard, this lake. They wanted to use the building that had so many problems trying to get permission. They finally gave up on the idea and went looking for a different building. We'll drive by the one they did use in a few minutes. So that building you're looking at, built in 1736, belonged to one of the Prince Archbishops. Today, they use it mainly for seminars. Recently, they opened it up as a hotel. Gretel, the little one, she almost drowned in that scene. They had to do the scene twice. The first time, Julie Andrews and all the children fell out of one side of the boat. Julie Andrews grabbed Gretel as they went under. Everything was fine. But no, they had to do it again. The second time, Julie Andrews fell to one side of the boat, the children fell to the other side, and Gretel went under. She came back up for air and went back under. They dove in to save her. They pulled her out at the last second.
Right, so that building there with the balcony is where Christopher Plummer comes out and is looking at Julie Andrews, sort of like walking down there, and the Baroness comes out and she realises that Christopher Plummer fancies it, and that's where they split up.
That was at the party, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's where he tells her he doesn't want to
And
marry
that is
her.
the only building that they actually filmed in.
Yeah.
The rest of it was done on a set in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So this wasn't the lake where they fell in on the boat then?
Yes, it was, yeah.
In front of that over there?
Yeah.
Facing this way, wasn't it? So that's not the house that they used in the movie. This is another house where they just used the backyard and the balcony, but not the main house, which we are going to see next. Right, we're on our way back to the bus. So the next thing we're going to go see now is the famous gazebo, which was in the grounds of this house, but they moved it twice because loads of people were jumping over the walls and it was disrupting the function of the house. Yeah. So they moved it. So where it is now is not where it originally was. And also the other scene that was filmed at his house is, you remember Rolf, the postman, the telegram guy? He was throwing stones at the window to get Liesel's, is she called Liesel? Liesel, to get her attention. That was filmed at this house. Right, while everybody's walking back, this wall here, so these grounds is actually where the gazebo actually was when they filmed it in the movie, somewhere in this area. And like I said, they moved it, but it was in this building. It looks just the same.
These guys here are all dressed up. They're on our tour and they've been yodeling and all sorts of
singing,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't know any singing yet.
They were singing in the bus station before we set off.
They were proper loud on the yodeling and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
That's where Maria was skipping down the road, swinging her guitar in a suitcase. She came to that front gate that's opened right now, looked through and saw how big the house really was. This building was used as the front of the Trapp Villa. That's a shame, because we can hardly see that building from this distance. And we're really sorry to say the road in front of it there is reserved for pedestrians, horseback riding and bicycling, and people that have business there.
Right, we're off the bus again. So this is the street where the Von Trapp kids were swinging in the trees.
When the car drives down.
Yeah, when the Baron goes down and sees kids in the trees and calls them the local urchins.
Yeah, and then recognises afterwards that they were actually his kids dressed in curtains.
So those are the trees.
So behind me is the actual gazebo that was used in the movie, but it's not the original location. It actually got moved from the previous place we were at in the gardens to here, and it's actually moved twice since. But this is the ones that 20th Century Fox actually left and donated to the people of the house where they filmed from back in the day. But like I said, they moved it because people were getting in the gardens on a night and trying to get still photos, which is when it was filmed, obviously.
It seemed a lot bigger in the film. It was as if they were in like a massive big conservatory in the film, but it's quite small in real life. Don't you think, Nick, when you were watching the film, it felt like they were in a massive big conservatory, but it's just like a little small gazebo?
No, I thought it was a small gazebo in the film. I mean, it obviously was out in the woodland, so it looks very similar to this, but if you looked at that over that wall, where I did, you would see how that was very well placed on the
Could you
lake.
sing me a song that they sang in that gazebo?
I am 16, going on 17.
Da, 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 da,
Impressed?
da. Time to sing.
Songs they have sung to the 1,000 years. Song between. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her.
That's Red Bull.
The international headquarters of Red Bull. That is. Right, we're on our third stop of the day, a beautiful lake in front of me, which I shall show you. As you can see, there's some cable cars and a church. We're not going any closer to it. We've just got a few minutes here just to enjoy the beauty of it.
Little girl
Is an empty
page. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
Do, Re, Mi.
A deer, a female deer.
Far, a long, long way to run. Right, we're now heading to St. Michael's Church, which is where they did the wedding scene when Maria got married to the captain. It's a beautiful little place. And then we get some time to hang around here on our own, about an hour's time. And we get to go and buy some apple strudel,
Which is apparently a lady that we walked past.
She's had it in a garden.
She had it in a garden.
She was making it all. So yes, we'll be trying that.
We're in the town of Mondsee. See that guy up there on the right? That's Rolf. This is the church St. Michael's where they filmed the wedding scene. Now the place for apple strudel is over there called Frauenschuh Cafe, the brown building there.
Right, we're free to explore now, and he just said don't forget where the bus is because they will leave us. And I hope you were taking note of where we went.
I know it is.
We went quite a few streets. Anyway, so here is the church in front of us.
Doesn't even look like a church.
Where they filmed the wedding scene.
So
and it's free
this
to
is
go
one
in.
scene when I watched the film, when I watched it the other night, that I remembered. There's like a gold, like Jesus on the altar. So I'm hoping that this is, I'll recognise it straight away. Right, we're inside. So that's it. That's the one. All the gold, like,
Oh wow.
that's definitely the altar. Right, can we head down there, or is it barricaded off?
Never seen a church like this before with all these like dark sort of statues and paintings. I need to watch that scene again now. I need to watch the scene again now while she's walking down.
He said on the bus that she came back in 1989 with Demido.
1987 to do
a Christmas concert.
Christmas called The Sound of Christmas.
And they sprayed the entire town with soap.
Yeah,
Probably
because it was
filmed in
July. And the Austrians thought they were bonkers. Yeah, I need to watch this scene again now.
This is one bit I remember.
Right, let me turn around.
I said there were gold figures, didn't I?
This is as if you were getting married and Maria was walking down. You'd look back. It looked so big on the movie,
It probably will on this vlog.
but it looks so tiny when you're actually stood in it.
So the music track that played is...
How do you solve a problem like
That's
Maria?
it, but the choral version of it. I was listening to it yesterday in preparation for this trip.
And she's walking down and that music's on.
Yeah, but the cameras were at the side.
See, when we were watching that scene the other day, like I said, the church looked massive
It
inside.
looked like she was walking for ages.
Yeah, but it's not big at all, really.
Well, it was filmed at night because there was no natural light coming through, and all that was kind of lit up with
I wonder if they went out and had apple strudel after they filmed,
probably.
like we're going to do right now.
Probably.
Just outside the church, we just walked out is this little pretty beautiful village where he said he pointed to a place for great apple strudel, and there's a merch store just there
Well, Lee wants a goat.
where they sell sound and music things, so we're going to have a look in there as well.
Lee's found his goat. You won't buy it then?
€18.
18! Find a smaller one.
Got the apple strudel, and it's so thick and big. I'm just going to put a huge amount
Talking about strudel. The ice cream is the nicest ice cream I've ever eaten, ever.
It's not warm. I expect it to be warm.
Is it not? Oh no, it's not.
Oh, we also got vanilla sauce.
Is that warm?
Let me try it.
That's warm like a cold custard, is it? Or a warm custard?
Yeah, nothing's warm, but it is nice.
Is it like a custard?
Yeah, kind of.
So Lee's lathering himself in
Lathering
it.
it on, there you go.
This ice cream. Oh my god, it's like a malted ice cream. Just try that on its own.
Exactly what it tastes like, a malted ice cream. It's actually a really nice apple strudel. I just wish it were warm, like it just come out of the oven.
Yeah. Look at the layers of apple in it now. Almost lost that.
I thought that one just gone down your shorts.
Oh my god. It's got loads of cinnamon in it. Amazing.
Just needs to be warm. I love it already.
Yeah.
She's called Liesel, the goat. That's what it says on the front, so that's what she's going to be called, Liesel.
Liesel.
Yeah, and that's the old
Looks like a
daughter,
drag
isn't
queen
it?
with those lips.
From I saw it on the coach. The coach guy's got one. I loved it. It's from the bit where they have the the what they call them, like the puppets.
show.
Yeah. And she's going to go in Elvis.
Where are you going to put her?
Above us on that shelf. She's going to travel
that's
around
right,
with us all over Europe, Liesel.
Where do I find him? Oh my goodness, what a yodeler.
I'd have his apple strudel.
Me too.
Come on, Liesel. Let's get back to coach. We'll take you back to Elvis, your new home.
Every morning you breathe. Come on, boys.
Come on, Nick.
I don't know where's this one.
There's only one room to really visit. Up there, the big picture window, it's called the Marble Room up there. They have chamber music concerts up there. There's a picture right there what looks like inside upstairs. Now Saturday's a great big wedding day here. Saturday in the morning. You see all these couples dressed to the hilt, ready to get married.
Walking on a map of Salzburg.
We are now in the Mirabell Gardens. This, of course, the Pegasus water fountain. Maria and the children danced around the fountain, singing the Do-Re-Mi song. There's another fountain that danced around, is just over there, the water swirling out all over the place. To the right of the steps, the first flight, each step a different note of the song. Hollywood put the cameras right above that red sign where the couple is up there. See those people standing there? Go up to there where they are, get your camera out, and get somebody to jump from one step to the next. Exactly where Hollywood has their cameras.
Right, so this is the Mirabell Gardens, and the final scene of the Do-Re-Mi song was filmed on these steps, and we're going to recreate it. Lee's going to do it. I'm going to go up there where the camera is, and Lee just needs to stand here.
Oh, go on then. I don't know what they did.
They jumped up the steps per
Well,
note.
go on then.
Do you know the song? So let me get up there. Right, so this is where the camera was in the final scene. Lee's got to sing it. Pathetic.
Look at them two there. They're dressed as Flora and Maria. You should have done that.
So these are the steps from the very final scene of the movie. Apparently the Do-Re-Mi was filmed in 5 different locations, including right up at the top, where somewhere we're hoping to go later on in this trip. But the very final scene where they were jumping up and doing the notes on the step backwards and forwards, the cameras were plonked here and it was filming straight down the gardens.
And this archway is from the film as well, when they all danced down it when they were singing the song and skipped. Just like that. Yeah.
Not seen it. Can't remember that scene.
And here's the fountain they danced around while they were singing the song.
I think there was a scene where it was high up, where the camera was kind of high looking down, and then they ran around there.
And you may remember these statues from the film as well.
I think so.
Well, Julie Andrews sort of like did the pose that they were doing as she danced her way through here.
That can't have been scripted.
So the plan is now, hopefully, because that's the end of the trip, to go back to the site. We don't know how we're going to get back there yet because they brought us from the campsite. We're just going to go and ask if they take us back or not.
They've just said goodbye, left us.
If not, we're going to try and bus or something. We're going to get the bikes and then go to, fingers crossed, the Von Trapp house where they filmed outside when she first got to the house.
The coach couldn't go down this morning.
No.
They said it wasn't allowed, so we saw it from a distance.
But we want to see close up.
It's an hour and a half walk from here,
Yeah.
so we want to get there on the bike and then go to the convent, which is still in the city. But the bikes will get us around if we can get back to the site without having to
Walk back.
Yeah.
The trip was only one way from the campsite, so we've had to get the bus. It's not too bad.
We think we're on the right
I
bus.
think we're on the right bus. That's where we got off at the ticket station for the tour, so not too bad. Back of the van, it's a lovely 40 degrees in here, very hot, and we have Bert and Ernie out and we're heading straight back into town.
Right, so we are again on his way back into Salzburg. Salzburg, sorry, not Salzburg, I keep saying that. And this is the dam on the river, which is almost where the campsite is, but we're following the river down, and you can see the fortress on the hill just behind these trees ahead. Lee's just behind me, and I think we've got about 15 minutes to go until we get to the Von Trapp house.
Imagine Julie Andrews coming down that road
With a guitar.
singing, I have confidence and confidence in me.
And then she gets to the gate.
And she goes in there.
How big the house is.
That is the Von Trapp house, where she goes in here.
Stands at the gate and says,
Stands at
"Send
the
me
gate,
help."
yep,
She
and
realises.
she's very sort of lacking in confidence.
And then she goes up to the doorbell and pushes it.
And she goes around this thing, and she goes up to the doorbell and she presses it.
So the only part of this house that was ever used was this front bit. The back of the house, although you see it from a back shot, when it shows you, imagine the scene where Julie Andrews is talking to the Baron or the captain on the balcony at the back. When it shows him, it shows this house behind him. When it shows her, it shows you the backyard of the other house that we went to this morning.
the other way around, yeah. But
Yeah, but
it must have been very complicated to film.
yeah. Well, each scene had to be split into two. Her shots, his shots, and then stitched together.
Yeah,
But this is where she turned up in the middle and basically went and knocked on the door.
yeah.
But all the interior scenes were all filmed on sets in LA.
It looks like it's a museum, sorry, a university, Mozart University.
And if anybody that didn't know, Mozart was from Salzburg.
Right, next up we've made our way back to this building, which is what they used for some of the external shots of the Von Trapp house. So you may remember it from when they were having a ball and the Christopher Plummer came out and he was looking down at Julie Andrews, and then the Baroness came out and Christopher Plummer told her that he didn't want to marry her, and they kind of broke up. And it all happened on that balcony there. Hello, duckies. Quack, quack.
Right, we're on our final site of the day, and it's the convent, which is up a bleeding massive hill. So we're having to push the bikes up because we've only got 3 notches in and we won't be able to get back. So that ceiling there, I hope your battery goes flat and you've got to walk. So that dome at the top there is the top of the monastery, and this is where the scene was filmed, where the kids knocked on the gate asking to speak to Maria, and also where the nuns nicked the distributor caps from the cars right at the very end. Oh my god, it's a big hill. Jesus. We've just gone up a hill like that. The bikes, you couldn't get them up.
It was worth it for this though.
And we got turned back by a builder.
Yeah.
And then we had to go back down and back on the other side. So here we are at our final destination. I'll let Lee show you around.
So it's the monastery where the nuns lived and worshipped.
And Maria came from.
And where Maria came from. So you probably noticed this gate here when the kids come knocking, when she goes back and they want to see her, they get let in here. And then at the end of the film where they're hiding in the monastery and the German cars are here and the nuns sabotage the cars, and the Germans come back out here and they try to get in the car and they try to start the cars, and it was all filmed on this street and this road.
So the camera position now is, well, let me just get it here. It's roughly where the camera is now, the very last scene. There's 2 cars here. They come running out. They get in their car here and fly up here. Or do they come down? They come down up there and fly down, and the Germans can't start their car, and then it cuts to a scene where there's 2 sisters saying, forgive us, Mother Superior, we have sinned, and then they get the
things
distributor caps out.
So I'm going to go and have a little look inside.
Go on then.
So you can actually go in as well.
you like to stay with bikes for your mooch?
Yeah.
I've come to see Sister Maria. Can you tell Sister Maria I'm here, please?
Wait there, child. I'll go and fetch her.
Okay. Right, so we're at the Residence Fountain, I won't even try and pronounce it in German. It was built in 1656 and took until 1661 to build. And it was commissioned by Prince Archbishop Leopoldskron. And it's one of the most significant fountains outside of Italy for the whole of Europe. I mean, as you can see, it looks very Romish, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then just as we turn around, sounds amazing with all these bells going off, there's a little market there.
Oh.
And up there, some more stunning sights.
It's actually a filming location as well.
For Sound of Music?
Yeah. It says the Residence Plaza and its fountain, i.e. this area, are famous as a filming location for Sound of Music where Maria and the children sing I Have Confidence while on a carriage ride.
Hmm.
We have to rewatch the film again, haven't we?
Yeah. Just around the other side of this building, we were just around the back area, there is this beautiful fountain.
It's the Chapter Fountain.
The Chapter Fountain.
It's a Baroque horse well built in 1732 by the Archbishop Leopold Firman. Both fountains were featured in The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
I guess when the location scouts started scouring Salzburg for places to film, they picked all the ones that tourists are going to know and recognise.
Yeah. We need to watch it again from the beginning.
No, we do.
Back in the van, we've managed to get down to 28. And the kettle's on because I just fancy a cup of tea, and it's time to find Liesel's new house. Come on, Liesel. Look how classy she is with those eyelashes. You can tell she's classy. And you're going to go in the van up here. Just there. You can go there for now until I find a better place for you. She won't stand up properly. There you go for now. We're outside Elvis. New people are arriving, and we have the air fryer on, cooking some chicken. And Nick's just, paprika chicken. Nick's just scoffing some Kartoffelsalat, which is potato salad.
Really gorgeous Kartoffelsalat.
So the chicken's cooked, it's just cooling down. It's a little bit too hot to handle at the minute. So I just thought I'd take the time just to let you guys know what we thought today. The whole day, absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I loved the singing on the bus. The only downside about the tour is that you didn't have enough time to look at things, and in some cases you couldn't even get anywhere near, which is why we went back on the bikes. So as we were walking around, I knew that the campsite was only like 6 kilometers away, so I was pinning the locations on the map. But I'm glad we went back, and I'm glad we kind of got a chance to fly the drone and actually look at it in our own time without actually being sort of hustled on a tour. But you only had 4 hours to do it, and I'm glad we did it because we got to go and see the church, and that's not commutable on a bike. So bundled all together, I thought that was really good. We do have another place to go and see tomorrow, which is the hillside where the famous scene for The Hills Are Alive is. I think it's there anyway, but the tour guide today said it was filmed at the top of the mountain near where we were in the Lake District area, but the scene was actually about 10 different shots. So tomorrow we're going to go and look at the Sound of Music tour as we head south out of Austria. May take a couple of days getting through, or we may just head straight to Slovenia. We haven't decided yet. We're going to discuss that when we have dinner, once this chicken's cooled.
Right, it's a couple of hours later. We've tidied up, we've had us dinner. We've just cut his hair because we didn't want to go to a barber's. We didn't want another repeat of what happened in Portugal, hence why he's trying to beautify himself.
I've got a face mask on.
We've just gone in the shower and washed all the hair off. We feel nice and refreshed, got all the sun cream off, and we've tidied the van apart from the floor, which is covered in grass. And we've put everything away from outside because we're leaving here tomorrow. We were going to stay another day, but...
Would you stay another day? Stay now.
Weirdo.
But we thought we'd move on.
So we're moving on.
Of Strasbourg today, more than we thought.
We didn't get to Strasbourg today.
Where did we go?
You tell me.
Something burger, I forgot. Salzburg.
it's a wonder he gets out of bed in the morning. Anyway, so we're leaving tomorrow. We're heading south. We're going to go to a place called Werfen, which has got a Sound of Music trail. It's the last thing that we want to do on the Sound of Music thing. And it's just a hillside that on the opening scene of the film, and also when she's teaching the kids how to do do, re, mi. And then we're going to head south. We've no idea where we're going to end up. We know we're going to end up in Slovenia. We're going to go to Lake, is it Sled or Bled?
I'm not sure.
Sled, I'm sure it's Sled. A lot of people said on our last trip go there, and we weren't going to do Slovenia, but because we're so close, we're going to head down there.
Where are we going?
And back in a minute. So when I get into bed, I'm going to have a look to see where to stay. Because when we were driving around to the Austrian Lake District today, outside Salzburg, it looked absolutely beautiful. It looked a bit like Switzerland, but not as fake looking. So I'm hoping some of the towns when we drive down is going to look a bit like that. So we're going to do some stops. It's only 2 hours and 50 minutes to get to Slovenia. So we don't even know whether we'll just drive all the way.
Slovenia, not Slovenia.
We'll say how we want. In Slovenia, off Downton.
I don't know.
Oh, Matthew, we're going to marry. Whatever. So yeah, so that's the plan. Unless it changes, which it could do. You never know. You know what it's like with us. So what did you think of today?
I don't think the tour was quite as good as I was hoping or expecting. I thought they would take us to a few more places instead of going, there's the Von Trapp house, we can't stop here, but you can see it.
There's the convent, you can't stop here.
But you can
see it. Yeah, there's
like,
this.
you can come back though if you want on foot. We're like, well...
Catch the train, catch number 25 bus, and it's like, well, wait a minute.
There were a lot of that, but I mean, the guide was brilliant. It was really good.
It was funny, the driver was funny.
I'm just backing all the footage from today.
But this
guide was great, and I can't fault that. And we all had a really good laugh and what have you. But
I actually found him on YouTube from another video from years ago, and he looked really young on it, didn't he?
But yeah, I just thought we would see a little bit more and be able to get off a little bit more.
We still did places that we couldn't have gone on foot.
Yeah, definitely.
So the church, we couldn't have gone there. That was too far.
We did it, but when the only place that you got off and had time to spend was at the church where they got married.
Yeah.
And like I said,
and even then it was an hour and you had to have your dinner.
Yeah, I would have liked a little bit more time at other places, but I'm still glad I did it. And
I'm glad we went back on the bikes and did the other bits and did them properly.
And Salzburg looks beautiful, and
it's not like a city. It's not like
it's not like a very kind of Italian sort of city. Let me shut this off.
It's only got a population of about 150,000, I think he said, and they have 300,000 people that come and visit Salzburg just for the Sound of Music stuff. But I think they have 1.5 million tourists in total. So twice the population of Salzburg come here just to do Sound of Music.
So I love it. And
+2.
I've loved it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more in Austria before we get down to Slovenia. I don't want to just like rush through the country.
Although the guide today said Slovenia is very similar to Austria.
Right, yeah.
In terms of architecture and greenery and mountains, and he said it's very clean. And
whilst I'm backing up and things like that, Nick's going to find somewhere else to stop in Austria before we end up in
I might
Slovenia.
fall asleep before then.
So thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed our Austria and Sound of Music tours. Drop us a comment below, hit the like button, click the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next vlog.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.